Hi everyone, welcome to our chat today. We're so excited to share some stories and insights with you all. Let's dive right in. So I was preparing this special dish for a community potluck. My Texas-style stir-fry with snap peas and bell peppers. It's a vibrant, colorful dish that's always a hit. The occasion was our local harvest festival, a time when we celebrate the bounty of the season with our neighbors. Snap peas are one of my favorite vegetables. They're crisp, sweet, and perfect for quick stir-fries or fresh salads. I love how versatile they are, especially in Texan cuisine, where fresh produce is cherished. But on this particular day, I discovered I was out of snap peas. Faced with a shortage, I got creative. Instead of just substituting with another veggie, I decided to give the dish a twist. I used green beans and added a splash of local honey to mimic the sweetness of snap peas. I also threw in some sunflower seeds for an unexpected crunch. It turned out to be a delightful variation that everyone enjoyed. It was a reminder of how we can adapt and innovate, even with limited ingredients.
Jennifer, that sounds amazing. I love how you kept the dish's spirit alive with a little creativity. The addition of honey and sunflower seeds must have added a unique touch. I'm curious, how did everyone react to the change?
Oh, I agree with Sarah. I think it's fantastic how you managed to keep the essence of the dish intact. The crunch from the sunflower seeds must have been delightful. As a chef, I know how challenging it can be to adapt on the fly. Kudos to you.
I love the idea of adding local honey. It's such a great way to bring in the flavors of Texas. And sunflower seeds for crunch? Genius. It must have given the stir-fry a whole new texture.
Jennifer, your creativity is inspiring. The way you handle the situation shows your deep understanding of flavors. I can imagine how the honey and seeds complemented the dish. It's those little touches that make a meal memorable.
Starting with me, I think the first criterion for purchasing snap peas is freshness. In Florida, I usually buy them from local farmers markets for dishes like snap pea and mango salad. Fresh snap peas are crisp and vibrant, and you can usually tell by their bright color and firm texture. It's important to avoid any that are wilted or have brown spots, as they're past their prime.
I completely agree, Maya. Freshness is key. Another important criterion is origin. I always look for locally grown snap peas in Washington, as they tend to be the freshest and most sustainable choice. For example, I use them in my spring vegetable frittata. It's crucial to know where your produce comes from and support local farmers, ensuring high quality and reducing the carbon footprint.
Great points, Emily and Maya. For me, the next criterion would be size. In California, I often use snap peas in stir-fries or as a side dish, like in my snap pea and almond salad. I prefer medium-sized pods because they're tender yet crunchy. Larger pods can sometimes be tougher, and smaller ones may not be as sweet. It's a balance of texture and flavor that makes a difference in the final dish.
I completely agree, Sarah. Size definitely matters. Another thing to consider is the packaging. In New York, we get snap peas in various forms, loose, prepackaged, or in bulk. I usually opt for loose or bulk because it lets me inspect each pea for quality. Plus, it reduces plastic waste. I use them in dishes like snap pea and goat cheese crostini. Always check for signs of freshness and avoid any packages with condensation, as that can indicate spoilage.
All excellent points. Lastly, I'd say flavor is crucial. Snap peas should be sweet and slightly nutty. In Texas, they're a staple in our garden salads and veggie platters. I always taste a few before buying if possible. Avoid snap peas that taste bland or bitter, as they're likely not fresh. Also, be cautious of any added preservatives if you're buying prepackaged ones. Fresh, natural flavor is always the best indicator of quality.
I'd like to suggest bell peppers as an alternative to snap peas. In California, bell peppers are a staple in many dishes, and they offer a nice crunch and sweetness that can complement a variety of recipes. While they don't have the exact snap of snap peas, they do provide a different texture and flavor that can work well in stir-fries and salads. Personally, I often use bell peppers in place of snap peas in my garden veggie stir fries or when I want a colorful addition to my dishes. They add a burst of color and a subtle sweetness that enhances the overall flavor. When comparing bell peppers to snap peas have a crispness and freshness that bell peppers can't match. However, bell peppers can bring the unique taste and visual appeal that is also enjoyable. Just be sure to choose peppers that are firm and vibrant in color for the best flavor and texture.
In New York, we often use snow peas as an alternative. They're flat and tender, with a subtle sweetness. I like adding them to stir fries and spring rolls. While they're less crunchy than snap peas, they absorb sauces beautifully, which makes them perfect for dishes with rich flavors. They're a great option if you're looking for something similar, but slightly different.
In Washington, I sometimes use garden peas instead. They're more spherical and have a sweeter taste. I enjoy them in pastas and risottos. Garden peas are softer than snap peas, but they add a lovely pop of color and sweetness to any dish. They're a good choice if you're looking for a more delicate flavor profile.
Here in Florida, green beans are a great alternative. They have a firmer texture and a slightly earthy flavor. I use them in dishes like green bean almondine or vegetable medleys. They hold up well to cooking and add a nice crunch. Compared to snap peas, green beans are heartier and can stand up to bolder seasonings.
In Texas, I sometimes substitute with asparagus. It's not exactly the same, but it works well in stir-fries and salads. Asparagus has a more robust flavor and a tender, crisp texture when cooked properly. It's a good alternative if you're looking for something with a bit more bite. Just be mindful of the thickness, as thicker stalks can be tougher. To wrap up, we had a wonderful discussion today about snap peas and their alternatives. We started with my story about managing a shortage by creatively using green beans and local honey. Sarah shared about sugar snap peas as a sweet, crunchy alternative. Chloe mentioned the delicate flavor of snow peas. Emily talked about the sweetness of garden peas, and Maya highlighted the earthy, firm texture of green beans. Finally, I suggested asparagus as a hearty option. Thank you all for sharing your insights and experiences. Thank you all for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed our conversation and found it helpful. Until next time, happy cooking and take care.